Hey yo, what's up everyone, it's your boy Young Falcon, and today we are reviewing Skullgirls second encore. Let's jam. Alright, so Skullgirls second encore is one of the most unique, interesting, and intriguing fighting games I've played in a long time. As a matter of fact, are you a fan of Marvel vs. Capcom or Marvel superheroes? Kind of the more old school style fighting games. Yes, we all know the characters are beyond broken and infinites are so easy to get into, but that's the technical stuff. I love this game. I'm not sure what it is about it. Now, upon first glance, you could think what every person would think, like myself, this is an ecchi game. Or hentai game, whatever else you want to call it. I mean, let's just face it. Let's get all the stuff out of the way. It's fan service. There's a lot of fan service. But peeling back those layers and actually hopping in, you're going to find a deep, intriguing, and quite frankly, amazing story. Like, wow. I mean, I don't know how to put it. I don't know how in the world they took such a, fan service filled game and made it something great and fun. If it really didn't have all of that extra stuff, it would definitely be up there like my favorite games. It's awesome. So enough chit chat. That's kind of the introduction. Let's get straight into the story of the game. So basically, let's lay the ground rules. The story is pretty interesting. There's this thing called a skull heart, and when it grants the wishes of a girl who's pure of heart, or if you're not pure of heart, it kind of messes with you and can ruin your life. Like, literally, it's kind of messed up. But yeah, regardless, a bunch of these skull girls want to go grab the skull heart, and if they grab the skull heart, they can become either a skull girl, get their wish granted, maybe a little feedback. It just depends on the character type. Now, a lot of people obviously got to go get their wish or do something, but it really just depends on your character. Now, I did play through a lot of the stories and I really did enjoy them. They all have some nice cutscenes, some nice visuals, and it feels great. And some of them don't even really focus on the skull heart story. Well, only one that I can think of. And, well, we'll get to that later because that honestly confused me too. But regardless, I had a lot of fun with this game, and the story was really interesting. My favorite story is Phila, who is this, girl who has a parasite on top of her head, and she's really cool, and she's got some crazy combos, and, well, she's kind of broken, but I'm joking. But besides the point, she's really cool and interesting character, and her story was overall great. I really don't want to talk about it too much, because really, they're very short and extremely easy to spoil. And I really want people to kind of experience the game I experienced it, not knowing a single gosh darn thing other than knowing it's a fan service filled fighting game. And there you go. But the storyline for her basically revolves around looking for the skull heart to get her memories back. Now, I'm gonna leave it just like that, and I want you guys to go experience for yourself, or let's face it, I'm probably just gonna YouTube search the game. But regardless, I think it was really interesting, and it had some great plot twists for something that was literally 20 minutes for me to beat. The storyline was better than the entire Hunger Games trilogy. Like, that's kind of disappointing and sad for the Hunger Games side of things. Like, that's the plus one for video games. But in all seriousness, I really did enjoy it. And they all have their unique stories and things, and it makes you feel at home. Now, what else is there to say in the story section? Not much. Everyone has their own kind of unique take, their own unique stories, their own unique things they went through, and it's really cool. Whew, it's fun. Alright, wanna know what's more fun? Let's get to the gameplay. Oh my gosh, the gameplay of this is insane. The combos are fast paced, and it's just a blast. The game is your typical fighting game. Light kicks, medium kicks, heavy kicks, light punches, medium punches, heavy punches, with the tag-in system. You can choose between one extremely high-powered character who dishes out a lot of damage, but at the, diss track of, well, not being able to call in some support. You could have two medium-powered characters, which, let's face it, they could get some work done, it could get some good tag team, but don't expect health bars to be dropping like flies. You're gonna have to do some team combos and do some crazy stuff if you really, really, really want these things to go by fast and these rounds to end. Or you could have a team of 3, which is great support and amazing team combos if you can pull it off, but at the discount of only having, like, 3 normal powered characters, which means health bars are going to be extremely hard to take down. It's really quite the mind game. Switch up. Do you want one extremely powerful character and go against an opponent with 3 other normal powered characters to see how long it could last as an endurance test? Maybe 2 medium powered characters. It's great, and you really do feel the weight. At first glance and first time you play through it, you don't really feel it. But when you actually start playing, you feel that pressure. Wow, this guy's going 3 and I'm going 1, but I still bodied his team. It makes you feel like a beast when you can get some crazy stuff down. Not to mention the combos on the characters are really great. You have Miss Peacock, who's a very interesting, fun, zony character who just spaces you out with platforms dropping from above, lots of bombs down below, and if you jump, covering all your options. It's so annoying to play against. Or you could go the up close and personal. My favorite character, Fila or Fuka, who's kind of a mixture of everything. It's great. And then you have the big grapplers like Sabrella, who just kind of use her giant hat arm and just picks you up and destroys your health bar in a matter of seconds, because why wouldn't she? I hate this character. But in all seriousness, everyone has crazy combos to pull off, or crazy zoning options. That's really great. Now, my top 3 characters that I play as is Fila, Fuka, and Parasol. Because Parasol is a zoner, but she can also kind of get up close once you learn her. And, well, she's kind of a hardcore character to master in this game. It's really hard to explain. I mean, you just kind of got to watch the gameplay. I don't know explain it. It's really great fun, though. There's also kind of infinites in the game that are extremely easy to pull off, but thankfully, they made a way to combat this using Infinity Combo Breaker. It's kind of like Killer Instinct, only it takes a bar of your special. So if you don't have a bar of special, GG, just hold on to that special. Don't be doing level 3 specials unless you know what's gonna hit. Please, don't be the guy like me online that just messes up. In all seriousness, though, it really does, give yourself some balance. You will get bodied, that's for sure, but you could break out of it, and it feels like your fault. Not once in this game where I was playing where I felt, man, I am mad because he's just too OP. Man, I'm mad because this character is broken. Man, I'm mad because I just don't feel like I'm having a good time. Every time I lost, I felt like I took something out that game and learned something new. Especially online when people were whooping me left and right, but even though I was getting my, bottom handed to me, I felt like I was learning some new things and eventually picking up on some tricks. Now, the gameplay I'm going to currently throw up on screen right now is me, who went like 25 matches to 0. Like, I haven't won a single match, but after I learned this guy's playstyle and actually learned to adapt, that's when I started winning, and it felt amazing. Like, I don't know, even though it was just 1 to 2 matches, it was great. I love this system. It feels rewarding when you can bust out of a combo. It feels great when you pull a combo off on your enemies. It feels great when your opponent catches you off guard and does a crazy combo on you. You don't feel bad. I never once feel like, man, I shouldn't have lost that match. I feel like I should have changed my predictions. I should have changed my roles. I should have changed anything. I should have dashed in there. It makes you feel punished, and I love that. And it also rewards the player when you learn to adapt. That's the #1 thing I love about this game. The characters are all really fun to play as, too. I also really like all of them, and they're really interesting. Although, one character I'm not a huge fan of is Double, but she's just a strange character. I don't even really want to talk about that. But in all seriousness, I really did enjoy it, and I've had a lot of great times with everyone. It's a great roster. Very small, but great. Now, the DLC characters, I'm not going to lie to you guys, it costs money, guys. I'm trying to save up for Ratchet and Clank. Let me live, fam. I'm on my Ratchet and Clank in Street Fighter 5 with the fight pad grind. Y'all know how the story goes. But when I get some money, I'm pretty much going to buy the DLC, because these characters are great. And of course, in a game called Skullgirls, there's obviously going to be some guys in there, too. Because, who would have thought? Only they did the smart thing and locked it behind the paywall. Why? Please, why? I'm so sad. So yeah, I really loved and enjoyed this game. It's a blast and the gameplay feels great. Now let's get to that presentation. Oh boy, the presentation. Oh boy. Not only is it stunning, beautiful, and just cute to look at. Is that the term? Let's go with gorgeous. It's gorgeous, alright. The game is hand-drawn, it looks great, it feels fun, it feels fluid, it feels like it came right off of someone's tablet drawings on DeviantArt and right onto life. And that sounds like a really negative thing, so let's just say it looks like the best 2D drawn video game I've seen in a long time. How about that? Animations feel very fluid, hitting, and you feel those hits. The life bar, something about it just feels great. Like, I don't know what it is, but when I see a life bar just look perfect, it just makes me feel at home. Like, it just looks so good. I had a blast looking at it, and it just, the game feels great. The combo system's awesome with all its cute little things, like 4 hits is adorable, and 6 hits is cute, and then it's all like, yo, that's a king combo right there, just got bodied, 20 hit combo, get wrecked. It's also just great stuff like that keeps you coming back for more. I also love the presentation. It's kind of presented like a movie, which often brings up the question and some theories to the game. Is it real, like in the game world sense, or is this all kind of just a movie we're seeing on set and playing in it? There's so many questions I have because it's such an outlandish, crazy story that you just are kind of lost in this limbo. I'm gonna go with the theory that it's kind of a theater, which makes it sound way more cool to me, but hey, it could honestly be anything. I really do like everything this game has to offer. I had a blast looking at it, and it does look nice. And obviously, you gotta get the obvious out. Yeah, the characters are pretty moey and all that jazz. There you guys go. You happy? Just go on DeviantArt and search that stuff. But in all seriousness, yeah, the characters are quite the interesting cases. But other than that, it's still a great title, and yeah, I'm gonna take it as a kind of Dead or Alive style, where yes, it's over exaggerated, but kind of look past that just because the combat's so great. But you know, that only kind of started with Dead or Alive 3, because 4 was, in my opinion, not the best, and 5 is actually really good now that I'm learning it. And I think it's bringing back Dead or Alive to its casual roots, where it's, you know, easy to pick up, hard to master kind of game, you know, like the good old days. But in all seriousness, I really did enjoy Skullgirls. Great combat, great gameplay, and overall a fun time. Now this is look at it from a casual perspective, because I'm gonna be real, there's no way I'm going competitive. Oh, 1 second. Alright, and here we go. What? A 3-hit? Wait, a 30-hit combo? Are you kidding me? What am I? Alright, that's it. No more games. It's go time. 1 second. As I was saying, I won't be able to go competitive because, quite frankly, the game is just a little too overbearing for me. I really do enjoy what this game has to offer, and it's really great. And of course, I have to give a whole entire dedication to the game about its music. The music in this game is literally the definition of that classic old school arcade feel. That jazzy tunes in the background as you're fighting feels amazing. With some a little bit of rock in the background, it feels nice, and some of the songs mesh well together. It's got this 1940s, 1930s jazz feel, and it feels great. You know, back to the good days. You know, it just feels awesome. The sound effects have that nice and heavy crunch when you give an enemy a beatdown, and everything feels awesome. The life bars, even the voice clips don't sound half bad, and they sound great and not half-baked and shipped out. It's awesome. Now, this game is definitely one of my favorite fighting games I've played in a long time, and definitely brings you back to that good old days of arcade fighting. It's just pure fun. You will get beat, but in all good fun, that's how the game is. It's just all in good fun. So, you know what? I'm gonna recommend Skullgirls right here, right now. Are you a fan of great 2D fighters? Then I recommend picking this game up. If you're a fan of the Marvel vs. Capcom originals like 1 and 2, or anything of that nature like Marvel Superheroes, and I can't remember the other game, I think it's like X-Men Child of the Atom, I don't know. But any of those types of early arcade games, then I really strongly recommend this game. If you're a fan of kind of competitive fighting games, I really do recommend this too if you kind of want to get into it. If you're just a fan of gorgeous hand-drawn indie games, then yeah. Also, I just want to say shoutouts to the developers. They went through a lot of trouble with Konami, not making cells, etc., and some crazy stuff went down, but thankfully, Arc System Works came through and helped these guys out. If I'm not, the guys who made Guilty Gear XRD recently, I can't remember, but they came through and helped, and that's just awesome to hear about. Plus, Guilty Gear XRD is another amazing hand-drawn fighting game, which I'm just gonna review quickly right here. If you like Skullgirls, but just don't want the extra, and you want a little more well-known franchise, there you guys go. Buy Guilty Gear XRD Revelatory this June. Please. Arc Systems, hire me for your hype man. I will pay good money to join. Wait, what sense does that make if you're hiring? Regardless, I had a lot of fun with Skullgirls. So if you guys are a fan of it and are interested in the game and what I've told you, the visuals you've seen, I highly recommend picking this game up. It's great, it's good fun, and it's honestly a blast. I really do want to spread the word why the game's coming out on, or came out on PS4 now, so more people can get their hands on it, because I am in love, and I really want more people to play it as we speak. It's a great 2D fighter. Why aren't people talking about this? What is wrong with you? But then again, it's kind of stacked, because right after that, we had Ratchet & Clank, yeah, Dark Souls 3, there was a lot of competition, and it keeps releasing at those inopportune times. So let me get the word out there now. Please go out there and buy Skullgirls. It's a great, fun, amazing title, and I strongly recommend it for the casual fighting game fans and the competitive fighting game fans. And overall, if you're just looking for something for a great beatdown that could take you roughly about an hour or so to just beat everything, and maybe some fun games to play with your friends and party with for the low price of about $25 for a great hand-drawn game with about 20 some characters, 18 some characters, 16 some characters, I think they're about actually. It's not a huge roster, but that's what makes it balanced, so I'm not gonna complain. Poké Tournament, but if that's kind of your thing, I highly recommend picking this game up. I'm Young Falcon signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed my PS3 review of Skullgirls, and yeah, you know what? Yeah, if you don't mind, I'm gonna play some comp matches. I'll see you guys next time.